Dear students, we shall start this tutorial of database management system with introduction. Myself, Professor Sanjana Kavatigi, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE, AITM. In this chapter, we will be seeing types of databases and database applications, some basic definitions, a typical DPMS functionality. We are going to study an example of a database that is of university, and main characteristics of the database approach, and who are the database users, advantages of using database approach, and when not to use databases. Databases and database systems are an essential component of everyday life in modern society. Daily, most of us encounter several activities that involve some interaction with a database. For example, if we go to the bank to deposit or withdraw funds, if we make a hotel or any airline reservations, or if we access a computerized library catalog to search for a book, or if we purchase something online, okay, it may be a toy, a computer, whatever it may be, chances are that our activities will involve someone or something or some computer program that is accessing a database. Even purchasing an item at a supermarket, in many cases, it should automatically update the database that holds the inventory of grocery items. These interactions are nothing but the examples of what we may call traditional database applications, in which most of the information that is stored and accessed is either in the form of textual or numeric basis. Okay. So the main types of databases applications will be either it will be a numeric database or a textual database. In the past few years, advances in technology have led to new exciting applications of database systems. Okay, so new media technology has made it possible to store images, audio clips, as well as video streaming digitally. So these types of files are becoming an important component of multimedia databases. Okay, so we are seeing more recent database applications as multimedia databases, geographic information systems. Okay, this geographic information system, it can store and analyze maps, weather data, and satellite images. Next, we have data warehouses and online analytical processing, that is OLAP. Okay, these systems are used in many companies to attract and analyze useful information from very large databases to support decision making. Okay, and we also have real-time and active database technology that is used to control industrial and manufacturing processes. And database search techniques are being applied to the World Wide Web to improve search for the information that is most needed by the users while browsing. Now we shall see some of the basic definitions. Databases and database technology have a major impact on growing use of computers. It is fair to say that databases play a critical role in almost all areas where computers are used, including business, electronic commerce, engineering, medicine, law, education, and library science, etc. The word database is so commonly used that we must begin by defining what a database is. Our initial definition is it's quite general. A database is nothing but it's a collection of related data. So what is data now? Data, by the word data, we mean that it is a known fact that can be recorded and that has some implicit meaning. Okay, so data is nothing but a known fact that can be recorded and it has some meaning. For example, consider the names, telephone numbers, addresses of the people you know. Okay, so you may have recorded this data in an indexed address book. Okay, like in address book, you'll have the name of the person. He may be your friend or some relative, his name, his phone number, and his address. Okay, or it may be stored in a hard drive using personal computer and software such as Microsoft Access or Excel. So the same thing can be stored digitally, that is using your personal computers in some Excel file or any document, Word document. Okay, so this collection of related data with an implicit meaning is nothing but a database. Okay, so the preceding definition of database, it is quite general. For example, we may consider the collection of words that make up this page of text to be related data, and hence it constitute a database. Okay, it is nothing but a text that has some meaning, okay, and that we have stored. This is going to constitute a database. However, the common use of the term database is usually more restricted. So the database has the following implicit properties. Okay, let us see what are those. The database represents some aspect of the real world, sometimes called the mini world or the universe of discourse, that is UOD. Okay, so the database always it represents some aspect of the real world. For example, if you consider name of the person, it is a fact that is existing in the real world. Okay, so the database consisting of name of a person is going to indicate something that is related to the real world, that is some aspect of the real world. So sometimes it may be called as mini world or universe of discourse, that is UOD. Okay, so changes to the mini world are reflected in the database. Now for example, I have a database of college faculty database, consider. So in that it will be having name of the faculty, his joining date, his faculty ID, his salary, etc. Also, it should have a field containing whether the faculty is currently working in the institute or no. Okay, now if the faculty has left the institute, then we are not going to remove the entire data of his entire data of that faculty from the database, but we will make some changes that is going to represent the aspect of a real world. Okay, real world is what? Now the faculty was working in the institute for so and so years, and now he has left the institute. So what our database should represent is, it should represent the time when he has joined, and it should have all the updates till his last day of working, and it should also indicate that the faculty is not currently working in the institute. So that is nothing but a change in the database should reflect in the real world. Okay, the changes that are happening in the real world should be represented in the database always. Okay, a database is a logically coherent collection of data with some inherent meaning. A random assortment of data cannot correctly be referred to as a database. Okay, so also a database is designed, built and populated with data for specific purpose. It has an intended group of users and some preconceived applications in which these users are interested. Okay, so next, coming to database management system. What is DBMS? DBMS is collection of programs that enables users to create and maintain a database. The DBMS is a general purpose software system that facilitates the process of defining, constructing, manipulating and sharing databases among various users and applications. Now coming to database system, a DBMS software together with the data itself, that is nothing but a database system. It is having database management system software and together with the data that is contained in the database. Also sometimes the applications of this database is also included. So altogether it is called as a database system.